solid, and that would be it.
All you have to say is, and Frosty will give you the coffee or tea for free.
Yeah. Well, I don't drink coffee, so that's neither here nor there. But yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, I had to cut down on everything too. I don't have a room anymore, and that's good. But this snacky stuff over Christmas wasn't good for me, so I'm going to have to knuckle under and go back under a strict diet for a bit.
Well, if you drink pop, they give you free pop too, or diet pop. But yeah, well, I have to keep active. I'm around 225 at the most right now, and I want to try to get back down to about 200. So.
Well, that's good. Last time I was at my doctor's, I was told that it said COVID-19 represented how many kilos you're going to gain while social distancing. I thought it was pretty funny at the time, but I think I've got those 19 kilos hanging off me right now.
Does social distancing mean you have to stay within 6 feet of all snacks?
Yeah, exactly. Except that the staying home stuff means I pass the fridge about 90 times a day.
Well, you do have one in the garage, too. I seen your wife putting milk in it today.
Oh, yeah. Well, if my kids and their families show up, then we got to feed 26, so, yeah. That's why the 2 fridges. So it's going to actually be cheaper for us with all this lockdown. No family gatherings. Maybe that's not just a bad thing.
Yeah, for sure. So over the next couple of weeks, we'll talk about price on those 2 radios, see what we can come up with for a decent price. I don't want to talk about it over the air, so, and then we'll go from there, okay?
Geez, I don't know if I had it or not there, Bob. It was sticking again. I think there's a relay that sticks on this thing. It doesn't always switch over. Anyhow, yeah, that's fine. We'll talk about it on the side and see what you think. I think you'll enjoy it, though. I really do. And the beauty of it is you can use the hotspots out and about. So with your antenna that you have up now, you should be able to use my hotspot and Gord's hotspot on D-Star from where you are. So that'd be nice.
V3KNI, V3BVD, ready. As long as I've had my J-pole antenna, so on it, but it was mandatory as far as I was concerned. If towers going up, you suggest to put it right up on the top, and I with as much plural as possible, so I did that. And so everything's hooked up on the same tower. So it's there permanently as long as I'm alive. I'm never taking it down.
Oh, that's good. I just learned from my own mistakes because I now wish I had put one on top of my tower. When I put it up, and I wasn't thinking of that then, but that would have been a smart thing to do, even for myself. It would be to have a dual bander right on top, and then it would have been up about 65 or 70 feet. Yeah, closer to 70 feet it would have been up there. So that would have been great. off the base of it at 7 feet upwards. But alas, I didn't think of it then. I should have, but I didn't. I could still add it, but would it be a real big job? I'd have to take the rotor out, and I'd have to get the pipe to shove down all through the inside of the tower. It would be quite a deal. But yeah, I really do wish that I had thought of that at the time and put one right up the top there. VE3 BVD, VE3K9.
You'd also have to have medical clearance from Dr. Kukavi because he'd go for the strip off you.
Oh, he's already told me this, and I'm not allowed to climb the tower. And worse than that, he said it when my wife was around. So yeah, some of those trips up there are clandestine, believe me.
How long has the J-pole antenna been around?
Oh, forever and a day. That's been around forever. As long as I could remember. Incidentally, I tried out your other one that you dropped off here, and it's not resonating properly at all. We may have to take the whole thing apart and adjust it. But it was resonating about 142, pardon me, about 142 megahertz instead of 146 at its lowest SWR, and on UHF it was on around 430, between 430 and 433, so it was way off to what you needed.
Yeah, someone built it, and maybe it was just a bad day for him. Would that be a big project to do? Too big to calibrate it?
No, probably takes an hour. What I saw another guy do, I forgot to tell you earlier when you were over, he took his and he split it in the center, and he put a T in there. And then from that T is how he connected it off the tower, so it sits off the tower. And then just had the coax connector on the bottom like yours is, and he looped it for a drip loop and then down the tower. But I thought that was a pretty good idea, so we may even think of that before we, when we get it tuned up and get it all back together again. Maybe we'll buy a T to put in the center of it, and another little pipe coming out of it, a couple of feet or something, and we could stand it right off, and that should do the trick.
Put a mag mount on it, attach it to my pickup truck.
Yeah, I'll never forget. I had a full quarter wave on 15 meters. That's 11 foot 1 inches on the top of my 15 passenger van. I had a few stoplights there with them. It just about knocked them off the pole. I think that was a bit too long.
I remember the CV people with their 102-inch whip. They rolled out in mega chips because he had a 102-inch whip.
Yeah, and this was quite a bit longer than that, so it was a good 3 feet longer. It was, like I say, too long. But boy, did it ever work great. Oh my goodness, that was one of the best antennas I ever had on that band.